Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's guided meditation. When I sat down to channel the energies that were coming through today for this meditation, it was a very strong energy and a very clear message that it was time to break the cycle and clear out any karmic energy related to it. If you happen to find this meditation and it resonates with you, it's a sign that you are ready for deep and extensive shadow work. And a majority of the activations today will be focused on our mental energy. Our thoughts, our beliefs, and our perception is often the foundation for any experience that we have in this lifetime. A sad thought can bring on a bout of depression. A limiting belief can cause you to sell yourself short right before making it to the finish line. And your perspective about who you are and what you're capable of determines everything that you will experience in your lifetime. Today's meditation has been channeled as 4 different activations for healing 4 different aspects of our psyche and mental energy. So when you are ready, please get into a comfortable position. Close your eyes. And we're going to start to ground and center in the present moment by focusing on a few deep breaths in and out. Inhaling deeply through the nose and feeling the belly rise. Exhaling through the mouth with a sigh. Releasing and letting go. And continuing like this. And just allowing your awareness to drop into the present moment. How your body feels on the inhale and how your body feels on the exhale. Allowing yourself to tune your attention completely onto yourself, onto the sensations of being in your body. How it feels in your mental energy and space. How it feels in your emotional energy and space. How it feels in your spiritual energy and space. How it feels in your physical body and life at this time. Just observing, not trying to change anything or force anything quite yet. We're just taking inventory. Life can be so fast-paced sometimes, and a lot of these things can pass us by or be brushed under the rug without us realizing it. So right now, we're just giving ourselves a chance for everything to catch up. Keeping your breaths deep and slow to regulate the nervous system. Now imagine like roots of a tree, roots growing out of your body and into the earth beneath you, pushing through layers of dirt and rock and water growing deeper and deeper towards the center of Mother Earth. And to begin the process of releasing, repeating after me out loud or in your head, I release any and all negative, stuck, trapped, or attached energies that do not serve my highest good out of my body, out of my field, down my roots now. And just letting it go. Letting it go, letting it flow, releasing the excess. Releasing any of those negative sensations that are lying on the surface so that we can get into the deeper energies in these next activations. And repeating after me out loud or in your head, I release any and all energy that no longer serves my highest good out of my body, out of my field, down my roots now. Just an opportunity and an invitation to clear out any surface level dissonance in your energetic field. And now visualize yourself surrounded by a sphere of golden white light that protects you and clears the energy in your space. And then place a second sphere of golden white light to surround your home or whatever space you're in, to protect that space and clear its energy as well. So that any energy that you release during this meditation will be instantly transmuted, that nothing can stick around or hang out that is no longer wanted, that if you clear it and release it, it will not have the opportunity to stick around and show up again. It will be transmuted into your highest good. And if you are comfortable doing so, I ask that you now call upon your spirit guides and your spiritual team to join you for this meditation, to surround you, to protect you, to offer healing, to offer strength. Whatever it is that you feel like you will need during this meditation, I invite you to lean on your spiritual support system. To see or feel their presence with you now. To know that they are here and more than willing to support you in this journey. Your spirit guides are going to help facilitate this journey. Each activation will begin with a door or a portal to a different area within your subconscious mind and energy. Step into a state of surrender and just do your best to trust whatever it is that comes through to you, however it comes through, without overthinking it or judging it. So when you are ready for the first activation, indicate to your spirit team, to your spirit guides, that you are ready for them to open the portal to the first activation. and seeing as that portal forms in front of you, taking a deep breath and stepping through. And taking a moment to notice where you are on the other side of it. If any information is coming through about where you might be, about what it might look like, if there are any feelings within your field that are most dominant in this area, taking the time to psychically attune to this first activation. And bring to your attention somewhere in your life where you feel like something isn't working for you. Maybe you've wanted something better and you're not receiving it, or you've been trying to change something and it remains the same, or if you feel like you are suffering in some way or have lost something. Bring to your attention whatever area or areas of your life you feel aren't working out in your highest good right now. Just allowing whatever feelings that come through to come through. Having no judgment for yourself and your experience of this lifetime. Any feelings of frustration, any time in life where you felt like you were backed up against a wall. And I want you to bring to your attention the narratives that you tell yourself about this situation. Is there anything that you are focusing on that feels like a loss? Anything that feels like you are lacking? Is your overall narrative of this area in your life negative or positive? Again, no judgment, just observation. When you look at this area in your life, what is your focus? Being honest with yourself if your focus is predominantly on what's wrong or what you perceive to be wrong. Are you at all stuck in the past? Visualizing these situations in your life from your perspective and how you see them play out. What you focus on when they do. How you react when these things happen. And your spirit guides are coming through right now to let you know that there is more to the puzzle than just the pieces you are focused on. That if your perspective has indeed been on what's wrong, what you perceive to be wrong, what you perceive to be lacking, what you perceive to have lost, if your focus is on the negative, they're letting you know now that there is a positive end to this situation. that you have not lost all your cards, all your pieces. That if you are willing to see this from a new perspective, you will find the good in it. You will find the answers to your questions, the solutions to your problems. They're all already available to you, and they are just asking you to be willing to see it in a more positive light. Everything serves its own purpose, and the perspective that we bring to the table determines how we experience it. Let's use the simplest of metaphors, crying over spilt milk. Perhaps you're about to pour yourself a glass of milk and you drop it and it spills all over the floor. What would be your automatic reaction? Would it be frustration? Would you say, why me? Would you cry? Would you be angry? Would you feel like bad things always happen to you? Now, what if instead you said, I am willing to believe that everything is working out for my highest good, that I am looking out for my best interest, that my spirit guides are looking out for my best interest. So what just happened that actually went right for me? Maybe that milk was spoiled. Maybe you actually have a dairy allergy that's causing other health issues, and they're encouraging you to reach for the almond milk instead. Maybe you have more than enough money in your wallet to be able to afford to buy more milk when others don't. The positive perspectives are endless, and it just takes flipping a switch and being willing to look for and believe in a more positive narrative. If your gut reaction is to look for what's bad and what's wrong, you'll find it. But if you can rewire yourself to look for what's right, or learn to laugh at spilled milk rather than cry over it, you start to rewire your mental framework. You start to increase your opportunities for joy and happiness. The true Murphy's Law isn't that what can go wrong will go wrong, but rather what can happen will happen. Life is a series of random events at times. We all have those moments of spilling the milk, breaking a vase, stubbing our toe. And it's not because there's anyone out to get us. It's not because the universe isn't looking out in our highest good. It's all about how we perceive the situation, how we choose to react to it. And if you are willing to find the wisdom that is available to you in any situation. And so your spirit guides ask of you now to look at this situation in a new light, to look at what you might have missed. If you feel like you lost something, to look at what you still have and what you now have the opportunity to gain. Take a moment to shift your attention to the positives in these situations. With this next cycle in your life, it's time to focus on what you can do instead of what you can't. It's time to focus on what you do have instead of what you don't. And wherever there is empty space in your life where you have previously perceived it as a lack, rewire your mind to understand that you have created space for something better to come in. Give yourself the opportunity to find the positive in nearly any situation that you come across. Instead of focusing on what's behind you, on what's already happened, give yourself an opportunity to look forward at your future with a clear slate and to know that anything can happen, that any picture can be painted. And I'll give you 1 minute just to see if there's any messages coming through from your spirit guides on this first activation. And before continuing on to the next activation, taking the opportunity to release any energies related to this first activation, to these areas in your life that no longer serve your highest good, giving yourself the opportunity to release them down your roots, to be transmuted and alchemized, and allowing yourself to receive back any of that golden white light from your spheres of protection or from your spirit team, allowing yourself to receive any energy that will be beneficial and healing to you at this time. And don't be afraid to move your body if energy is starting to flow in a certain way. Already taking a deep breath in through the nose and exhaling out the mouth with a sigh. Just letting that first activation go, clearing the slate. And when you are ready for the second activation, asking your spirit guides to open the second door and portal. Seeing it form in front of you, taking a deep breath and walking through. Taking a moment to integrate and to take in what you're perceiving on the other side of the second activation. What your surroundings in this space might look like. Any feelings or energies that are coming to your attention. And as you try to walk forward in this space, it feels like you're walking through deep mud, like there are cords and strings holding you back. You have this feeling and this knowing of what you want and that you want to get there. But you have this sensation of being weighed down and pulled back. Just allowing yourself to bring to mind any situations in your life that feel like this. Where you feel like you want to push forward or create change, but at the same time feel like you can't. Any negative, repetitive cycles, where you try to break free or jump out of the hamster wheel each time you come back around, and yet you find yourself continuing on and on for another spin. Becoming aware that these energies, these cords and strings that are holding you back, the mud that is slowing you down, it's all negative thoughts or negative belief systems that are preventing you from being able to get to where you want to be. And so instead of continuing this cycle of pushing forward, we now turn around to take account for what beliefs and thoughts have been creating these negative cycles. If there is something we want to do, have we told ourselves that we're not capable of it? Have we told ourselves not in this lifetime, that we're not worthy of it? Whatever those thoughts and belief systems are, take a moment now to reflect. And from this perspective, you have come to realize that all of these barriers, all of these obstacles that you thought you were facing are just figments of your imagination. They're ideas that you subscribe to that you no longer need to, because you hold the power to change them. And taking the time now to clear away those cords and those strings that are holding you back, those limiting beliefs and negative thoughts, clearing them away with water, by burning them, by cutting them, just letting yourself release these energies, to clear them out at the root, to just let them go. You don't need to explain to yourself why they're wrong or why you need to let them go. If you know that it's in your best interest to leave those ideologies behind, then simply let it be. Then simply let it go. Don't continue to engage with it. And you can thank them as you release them, because they helped you become the person you are now. In one way or another, they were there to try to help you or protect you or prevent harm. And so thanking the energies for that as you release them, but just letting yourself know that you don't need them anymore. Know that you can support yourself with more beneficial and positive belief systems. And just feeling how different it feels to be in your body, to be in your spirit, in your field, now that these energies are released and cleared from it. And now these cords that were holding you back are gone, but you still find yourself deep in the mud. So begin to rewrite these belief systems with positive ones, with supportive ones. Give yourself the tools to get yourself out of sticky or heavy situations. Give yourself the tools and the opportunities to pave a better road for yourself moving forward. To pave a path that is easier to walk. To create a life where you can move forward easily. To not be dragged back into old habits and old patterns. To not be weighed down by the past, by who you used to be, by what has happened to you or what you've experienced in the past that you didn't like. Letting that go. Letting your load be light. And letting yourself see how beautiful and how easy this new path can be for you. How it feels to walk along a path that's nicely paved, that's well maintained, to not have anything heavy, like luggage and baggage, holding you down as you walk forward. To have faith that the path you're walking is your highest timeline, that everything is happening best case scenario. To know that your past no longer dictates and determines your future. Again, visualizing the clean slate, where any picture can be painted, where any life can be created and lived. And as you keep walking down this path, you come across the third portal and activation. Your spirit guides are standing around the entrance. This third activation is unguided. And the theme that is coming through for this activation is trust and distrust. And it focuses on what your intrinsic relationship with the universe and spirituality is. Do you trust the universe? Or do you instead feel like you need to control everything in order to feel some sort of safety? Can you relax and surrender to the flow of life? Or are you constantly on guard, worried about what could go wrong next? Are you stuck in your comfort zone and yet still uncomfortable within it? When you step through this portal, trust that the universe will provide you any activations, any energies, any messages that are needed for you around these themes at this time. And I will be back to continue the guided meditation in a few minutes. So when you are ready, taking a deep breath in and stepping through the portal. calling you back into the meditation. Feel free to pause if you need a little bit more time in this space, allowing this activation to finish up. Any final wisdom, messages, energies coming through. And you find yourself in front of the fourth and final portal and activation. Taking a moment to thank yourself and the universe for whatever experience just came through to you. Thanking yourself and the universe for the wisdom, the messages, the time, the attention, the healing. And allowing yourself to step through into the final activation from a place of heart-centered gratitude. Deep breath in and stepping through that final portal. All of these previous activations have served the purpose of giving us the tools for this final activation. In this final activation, you are here to heal a past version of yourself. It could be the version of you that experienced a certain trauma. It could be where certain negative thoughts or belief systems originated in your life. This version of you could just be the literal and physical representation of your fear, of your depression, of your anger, your frustration, your distrust, your pessimism, your darkest shadows, and your biggest hindrances. You are face to face with it now, and you are being given the opportunity to heal these aspects of yourself. You can call upon your spirit team to send certain healing energies their way. You can rewrite negative belief systems. You can transmute negative feelings into positive ones, to hug and comfort yourself and tell that version of you whatever they need to hear. This is another intuitive activation, so please do whatever you feel called to do with the support of your entire spirit team at your side. I will call you back in a few minutes. Calling you back in. Feel free to pause if you need more time in this experience. Otherwise, we're wrapping up this healing with Ho'oponopono. Thank you. Thank you for everything you did for me, for getting me to the present moment. Thank you for trying to protect me. But I'm okay. I'm safe. The universe has me. The universe is holding me and supporting me and has nothing but my highest interest and my highest good in mind. I love you. I honor you. I respect you. I see you for what you are. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you didn't have the opportunity to feel safer and more comfortable. But a better path and future is available to us now. I forgive you because I know that everything serves a purpose. And allowing this aspect of yourself to glow in light in front of you, completely healed, completely transmuted, completely ready for another shot at life. And you can either integrate these transmuted energies back into yourself for your highest and best good, or release them to the universe. Seeing those energies flow where you intended them to go. Inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling through the mouth with a sigh. Letting all of the visualizations fade away. Allowing the energies to ground in and integrate. Calling your attention back to the present moment. Knowing that you have unlimited and infinite potential in your life ahead of you. That every moment is an opportunity and a choice to create something better. And I leave you with this final message that came through from Spirit. If it's meant to be, it will resonate. The walls that you put up to keep out the bad also kept out the good. Thank you so much for meditating with me today. This meditation was designed to be used as many times as needed along your healing journey, and it creates the opportunity for you to have a different experience each time. Thank you so much. I'm wishing you all the love and happiness in the world. Namaste.